things that you've gone through day in and day out, and how hard Afghanistan really is.
Somebody added up all the statistics here because it's pretty impressive. In this group we have 146 years of active and reserve service and some 40 years of deployments, and that is very impressive indeed. You have to come on up to 30,000 feet altitude, look down and realize how important the mission is that we're involved in, and even how important your particular place in that is, recalling that at any given moment, any given day, you can be the most important person in the life of another fellow human being. I want to thank all of you, first of all, for taking the very first step years ago, in most cases, to raise your right hand, to say, send me, when you knew your country was asking. And all of you, I think, entered the Navy after our country is already at war, so you knew what you were volunteering for. Interestingly, a lot of you, as I read the background, have brothers, sisters, fathers, grandfathers who served our nation in uniform as well. So in many cases you are continuing a tradition of military service, of service to our country at a time of war, and I want to thank you in particular for that. And we know that there's a legacy that has been created in your families, that you're continuing it, and that in many cases you will hand that off to those who are going to come years down the road and have your name on their Army combat uniform shirt, even if you're a Navy shipmate. Somebody reminded me of the great words of Captain John Paul Jones, who apparently some of you refer to as the father of the Navy. He said, and I quote, "I wish to have no connection with any ship that does not sail fast, for I intend to go in harm's way." And the fact is that each of you has gone in harm's way. You volunteered, again, knowing that there was the potential for that. We're also going to present a combat action badge. Who was it that earned the combat action badge? This is what happens when you hang around with Command Sergeant Major Hill. You knew you shouldn't have done that. You know, you hang around when nobody shoots at COM-ISAF like that. They know what'll happen if they do. How many IEDs in Iraq, Sergeant Major?
7, sir.
Seven, but survived to talk about it, and that's the key. Okay, back to the mission at hand, and that is to say thanks to these great shipmates, to say well done, to recognize them with awards, decorations, also to re-enlist 2 of them, which will be a particular honor, to say the good old nautical terms of farewell, following seas, and all the rest of that, because they've been great teammates. And they've been great teammates not just for me, but also for my air assault buddy over here, Command Sergeant Major Marvin Hill, who, as you all know, I've been privileged to have as a wingman for 3 tours in combat and CENTCOM, however you want to classify that particular tour. Notice how I'm standing on the high ground here.